Whoa! Welcome back to Monster Train. In today's episode, it is 2 a.m. and Twitch is not here. I am just myself today. I am not being co-hosted by Twitch chat. Don't you worry. But I should take Twitch chat off the screen now, just in case some cheeky so and so tries to sneak in there and say hello while we're doing this recording. It's only happened once in the series, and it was a very surprising turn of events when it happened to me. But you know, either way. How you doing? How's it going? 2 a.m. Friday night. Hanging in there. It's Halloween's Eve. Hallows Eve, maybe? Exciting. You like Halloween? Me, I've talked about it, I feel, extensively. I can take it or leave it. I'll do more Halloween themed question tomorrow, but I was thinking I was gonna theme these questions for like the last week or something. Did not happen. They're just kinda all over the place. It's fine. I don't really mind. But yeah. I'm doing fine. Honestly, recording yesterday's episode live on Twitch, very nerve-wracking. I think I mentioned it before I started the recording. I was very worried. I don't even know why. I feel it's a lot easier for me to do a stream of consciousness like this if I'm alone, which is strange because you would think it'd be easier to talk with other people around. But no, it's much easier for me to just vocalize all my thoughts like this in a one-on-one setting alone. Doing a weird monologue with a bunch of people watching feels very strange. I could never be an actor, I bet. Yeah. Well, anyway, I mean, I guess not because acting is just this is similar because it's being recorded in time. Anyway, this is a strange tangent. Move on. Let's go. We're Primordium today. If you did not see yesterday's run, it was a pretty good one. Even no, it was a really good run actually. I feel very happy about yesterday's run. Today's Primordium, very exciting. I'm gonna ask you, it's another repeat question. I'm gonna kind of go through a few repeat questions that I want to hear the answer to. Another Exile Melting Day? Holy moly. Today's repeat question is, what are you playing lately? What video game are you playing? If you play video games currently. Maybe you don't have time. Maybe you just watch stuff, I don't know. But if you're playing anything, what are you playing? Or what have you played lately? I'm asking this question because there's a ton of games that are on my plate right now that I'm like, damn, I should get through all of these. My hell week of school is mostly over. I got 2 projects to knock out now, but I got a little breathing room. So for me, I got Monster Train, of course. I got Darkest Dungeon 2. Videos should be resuming probably tomorrow for that game. I want to play some Inscription. I do still have that on the back burner as something that when I have the time to, I'm probably going to knock out a series of. The game seems pretty fun. And then I also want to play... what was it? I saw this game the other day. What was it called? It was called Timberborn. I'm going to probably do a first look on that. It's like a beaver city builder in early access. It looks really fun. And I want to try it out. But I just haven't had the time lately. There's a few games. It feels like there's a lot right now. Recently, I felt like I've been in a bit of a content drought where I'm like, damn, I don't want to play anything. Now I'm like, damn, I want to play everything. There's so many games coming out, it feels like. Blessed time. Yeah, let me know. What are you playing lately? I haven't gotten to go through your song suggestions yet, by the way. I have not had a chance because I've been very busy, but I'm hoping tomorrow I can set aside some time and go through and respond to everyone who dropped me a song. I'm looking forward to it. Alright, let's play Monster Train, shall we? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Today's run is Exile Umbra, Exile Melting, Explosive Sigil, Daedalus, Spell Shield, Fell Diligent Seraph, Space Prism, Wicklash, Excavation Eruption. I think once I finish this recording, I'm gonna go do like an episode or 2 of Darkest Dungeon as well. Ooh, Mark of an Exile. Oh, yeah. It's really good if I end up playing Reform Primordium, which I probably will look to do. I also have Wicklash. I'm down for this. Cheater's Hand is really good, though. These are both really good, because Cheater's Hand lets you hold Primitive Mold. It basically gives you guarantee in the early game. I think I'm okay to take Mark of an Exile. This is a stalwart snack setup, except it isn't, apparently. Of these two, it does make me want to play Superfood a little more. The problem with Superfood is it removes my ability to play Wicklash, unless I end up carrying a burnout unit or a unit with burnout. I think ultimately what I want to try playing here is like I think I want to play Superfood, and then I want to play, like, Paraffin Enforcer. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Paraffin, like, 2 self-infused Paraffin Enforcers plus Superfood should be pretty good. I think we are really strong in this early game with Excavation Eruption. I think I'm good enough to take this. Shade Lamp is really good too. It opens up morsel plays. Like I can play a Gorge unit with this a lot easier. Although, I'll do it. It's fine. Let's go. Okay. So yeah, Primordium. I'm gonna take the trial as well. I feel strong. This reform Primordium idea is going to be. It's always a hard one to execute on. Basically, that's a lot of morsels. You struggle with this run because I have to kill Primordium, right? In the olden days, this run was no problem. Back in the olden days, ye old monster train days, this run was easy because when Primordium gets eaten, that's the end. You're done. He's been eaten. In today's monster train economy, it's harder. Like, it's much harder because he doesn't go in the reform pool. That's what I'm trying to get to, but cannot find the words to say. That's what I'm trying to get around to here. I actually think it's fine to Wicklash, because if this guy dies, I can reform him. Although, he will die. It's not an if, it's a when he dies. That's surprising, actually. I think you accept 6 here and move on. Yeah, I think the best play is to accept 6. Because even if I put 10 down, it's not enough. So, I guess if I play, hang on, there is at least, is there? 15? I can kill this enemy. Okay, check this out. You go Space Prism, I have enough. You play the Wicklash, and then the Morsel Excavator kills it. That's a hard kill to find. It's a kill that doesn't make me die to the boss too. That's a real doozy of a kill there. But, you know, feels pretty good when you find those ones. At least I think it feels pretty good when you find those ones. Take the extra second to hunt down that play. Okay, play. All right, buddy. I didn't need that kill, Plink. There you go. I didn't need that kill, Plink, but it just kind of wanted it. It just kind of wanted to stop him from healing 5 there, Plink. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Oh, Cannibalize. Hey, this card's really good. Why is this card really good? It kills Primordium. Pick Primordium, kill Primordium, reform Primordium. It's good. I'm down. You can also take Perils there pretty easily. Perils actually makes a lot of sense as well. But I'm gonna go Hollow Drippings, and we're gonna go with this Burnout idea. Paraffin Enforcer, this is what I'm playing. And so the idea here now will be Paraffin Enforcer infused on Paraffin Enforcer with Multi-Strike, and then we can either Intrinsic Space Prism or take space. Well, Hollow Drippings, I want to put Burnout on Primordium, and then Hollow Drippings Primordium to get enough Burnout to make sure Paraffin Enforcer doesn't die. And like, oh, the hard part, so I'll work it out here. I think it's okay. We'll kind of just feel it out. This is a bit of uncharted territory for me. No, no, I'm okay. This is a bit of uncharted territory for me. I'm thinking about what I want on Paraffin Enforcer. I don't think I need to give bonus health because he should have plenty from Primordium. If he dies, he can always just reform. Okay. What was this? Intrinsic. Yeah, let's grab this. Intrinsic Space Prism. That's fine. You can also, another idea there that I didn't really talk about but is worth thinking about is Intrinsic Spellchain Wicklash. Lets you pump, probably just Intrinsic Wicklash. It lets you put the Burnout on Primordium, right? And you want Primordium to die off of it and then reform. I have Plink. I think it's worth it. If I take Pyre damage, I take Pyre damage off of this, right? If I just have to sack it and play mid floor or bottom floor. That's a lot of morsels. Okay. Let's play these in the right order. Magma Morsel goes down first. I don't take the Ember Drain. I can have Paraffin Enforcer tank this hit. So Cannibalize turn 1 is very awkward. Very awkward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can never play enough morsels to snipe one of these enemies. And this is a lot of damage coming my way. Rather problematic, I would say. Wildington. I didn't know Primordium called out to Wildington. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, I don't think I'm gonna kill Primordium here. I think that if I get to Relentless, I'll kill the boss anyway. So it's just minimizing damage taken here, which is my best idea. I think cannibalizing Primordium as well. And I think we just eat whatever pyre damage happens. Ooh. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. I have to excavation. I don't have to excavation eruption bottom floor, but if I don't excavation eruption bottom floor, I'm risking 18. Yeah, it's fine now. No matter what happens there, he's going to die. You have to make a play like that, I feel. Rain Steward goes here to get Collector. And I think the best thing to do is kill as many of these off as you can. Save yourself. Each one of these saves health. I don't really... if we get to Relentless, we win, basically. That's the hypothesis that we're going to act under. Make it to Relentless equals victory. And that's because we have so much health, right? Maybe not. It's like, I do really... If I have the Hollow Drippings as well, this is definitely okay. It's gonna pass 4 Burnout onto Paraffin Enforcer as well. Which will go, well, that goes to 3? Oh, that goes to 3. Okay, so if you have a Primordium at 1 and he gets eaten, he just kills your unit. That's a good piece of intel to know. I think I did know that. I think I've had that happen to me before, but now I've seen it in this run and I can remember it for the future. Because that is a very important thing to know. 7 Burnout, no problem. Alright, so I took 8 for the trial. Definitely worth it. For the money to have to spend in the next steel shop coming up. Really want any more morsel generation. I'll just take Mind Collapse. And I think it is Wicklash. I'm gonna go for it. If we see Stalwart Snack for Primordium, this run's gonna make a lot more sense, I feel. Steel shop shows multi-strike, I'm happy. Burnout one's terrible. Second Paraffin Enforcer is very nice though. Kind of what I came over here for too, second Paraffin Enforcer. Let's go reroll. Multi-strike, very nice. I'm not gonna give him plus 25. I'm confident I don't need it. And then Spike Driver Colony, huh? No, I'm okay. Yeah, I don't want those today. There's some runs where I pick Rail Spikes, but not this one. I don't think I'm gonna take the boons either, because we're gonna go to 50 at this temple. Maybe even just 50 and duplicate. That'd be good. If I'm gonna duplicate, maybe I should just grab the plus 25. It's a lot safer to grab it, right? He's gonna have so much health though from Primordium. It feels like a waste of the slot. But what else am I gonna put? I'm gonna put plus 10? No. Burnout 1? No. Plus 25? I mean, there's gotta be the best option. It's multi-strike, but I'm never gonna get both of them multi-strike, right? If I do this, I get to focus magic shops for the rest of the run without any question. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I think this is right as I reason through it. Well, this is a philosophy that I follow in this game, which is taking one optimal and one mediocre upgrade and then duplicating right away and putting this away is fine. Because optimal for Paraffin Enforcer is multi-strike, but it's not... The opportunity cost of looking for the second multi-strike is too high, right? Because, like, what am I gonna do? So I'm gonna skip the duplicate here, so I can go to this steel shop missing this better path, and then I'm gonna look for the duplicate here? No way, that can't be right. That's my feeling anyway. And we're gonna go ahead and remove one Train Steward right now since we're no shop in the next ring, and no removal. Could take the money and remove another unit. No, I'm not gonna do it. Daedalus should be no problem. We got double Paraffin Enforcer. I think our big question mark is burnout on this run. Like, if I burn out, it's gonna be pretty bad. But, oh, don't play Primordium first here. And we will play Wicklash. When I draw Primordium and Wicklash together turn 1, it's good to just get it. Get it going. Because he'll burn out. We're on the razor's edge here. You're on 1 burnout. But the big point about this idea too is if he burns out, I get him back. Well, okay. Game froze for a sec. If he burns out, I get him back. And I just reform him, and then he's fine. And option A is burnout extend here. Option B is just eat Primordium 3 times as a 28-23, which seems fine as well. I think no matter what you do, you're fine here, basically. I can't imagine a way that this goes away. Could cannibalize him. Not a bad play. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? It's like I'm min-maxing nothing. Daedalus is very dead. Very dead. I'll do, yeah, Hollow Drippings. Oh, but the buffet runs out. I got a little too excited there. Like, oh wait, he's just gonna eat 7 rounds of this? No, no way. That is a very large number, though. 212 times 2 on Daedalus, extremely big. My mouse scrolled a little too far there. It's fine. And then the other thing I can do is I can pick up Wretch here, potentially. You know, I'm just gonna end turn through the rest of this if you don't mind. Make sure I don't take damage from these guys and just walk through. 20 burnout I think should be enough, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead. It's 332 times 2 on a Daedalus fight. Fight, good fight. Really interesting idea in Wickless recruitment there, isn't it? I think it's definitely Wax and Spike, like 100%, because it applies burnout to Primordium. It's definitely Wax and Spike, but an interesting idea at least. You get all that, you get them big and then you clear it? I don't think so though. In this position, it's draw? Yeah, it's definitely draw. It's maybe double draw, but it's probably draw energy. Although we get to go to magic shops, which is sick. Maybe I do actually want to delay my duplicate. You know what? I do. I said for what, but it's better to delay my duplicate here. Why is that? Well, I'm gonna go really high on pack shards. I can get away with it, but I could just take the left path. I'm not in danger of dying in the next combat or anything crazy like that, right? So I can take the left path, make some removals, and take the infusion right now, and then take the duplicate later. And not go to set 65. Because removing all my units is good. Or all my train stewards anyway. You have to keep in mind Diligent Seraph, but refracting lenses is fine. 4 is 20, yeah, that's good. Intrinsic would be nice here. Not expected, but it would be nice. Right, so my yawning. This is too bad. You go superfood too here. I don't need aggressive edible for anything. I just hope for Stalwart Snack. Stalwart Snack makes the potential of accidentally eating Primordium very low. Alright, well, let's go. I am mostly insulated from randomly losing this run because we have Primitive Mold, but it could happen. It could happen. A big boy over there. You know what? Maybe I'm supposed to play bottom floor here. No, I take a lot of damage if I play bottom floor here. It's better to play top floor. Was that Blink? I swear I grabbed Space Prism there. Weird. Okay, yeah. So it's like I just gotta pull the Wicklash early enough, right? And today we do that. And as we build the deck out, we make it so that that's more consistently going to happen, where we pull the Wicklash in time to keep our boy alive. Now, sadly, Primordium does not die. So I do not get to reform Primordium here. Need these planks to hit the light harnessers. Actually, I just need the little planks to hit the light harnessers. Wow, wait, do I die off of this? Holy moly. That's a lot of damage right there, isn't it? One off. That's sad. Do you kill me? 34? No, I take 68 though, I think. Slow it down just in case. Yeah, it's rough. Light harnessers, eh? You're gonna kill me. So now we're at a very, very precarious position here of... Ooh, I'm dying. Ooh, buddy. I am dying to this. Huh. Because it's... If I could stop this morsel from getting eaten somehow, I could make it do 35 easily. You know, I said I wasn't gonna die in this combat. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna die in this combat. What's coming up? I got a Wicklash coming up. Okay, so here's the play, right? You're 90 times 2. You're... Okay, so I need to put this Umbra morsel in the dead pool. For sure. Magma morsel goes in the back. And the wax and spike will let it kill the priest. Need to Wicklash up my man here. Make sure I wax and spike at least 1x. Cannibalize here, actually, because it enters the reform pool anyway. This way, I'm trying to get him to a point where he's gonna one-shot this unit, but I only need to make up 35 somehow, which is a tall order, but I think I can make it with a reformed morsel plus Wicklash on the next turn. Oh, and these two actually kill, which is plenty. Okay, so we do a reformed morsel Wicklash to kill this light harnesser, and these guys, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I was thinking about it. I was like, damn, I shouldn't have any trouble, right? This is a wave that can give me trouble here. Okay, so reform a morsel. I know what it looks like. I'm off by 2. Don't worry, I got it. Reform a morsel. You give it the attack. Does 29. It kills 1, and then you hit here, and that clears that floor. And I need to do the same thing again where I reform a morsel and give it the... Because the rage from this guy gives it enough damage to kill. This became a lot harder with the way that this rolled, huh? This became much harder than I expected it to. Because I am also dropping very low on Paraffin Enforcer. Maybe just going to die as well. Also a concern here, I haven't gotten any lifesteal. I mean, he's 50 HP or something like that, so it's fine, I'm sure. But like, ooh buddy. Ooh buddy. This became way closer than I thought it was going to. I mean, ultimately, we just rolled the worst possible turn 1 infusion. Sometimes, in a world where I don't roll a turn 1 infusion or I get Primordium in the reform pool, this fight's no problem, right? This fight's free as hell. But we rolled bad and almost died for it. But hey, we got refracting lenses. Now we're on the mend. No concern. Not a worry. That's what that was. Hey, Worn Grindstone's cool. I like that. Engine upgrade? It's free energy, and it's a consume spell. This is really good. Stealth, pretty solid option here. Actually, maybe not that solid of an option, because Primordium, if I bring him back, he's not gonna... God, this runs so much easier if they show me one stalwart snack. If they don't, it's a little more difficult, but I'm gonna skip. It's okay because it's a spell. You know, I'm gonna take it, actually. It's a playable spell that I can use to burn on Diligent. I do feel pretty good about going right, though. Removal on Stew. And I don't mind removing a flank here. Please show me intrinsic. Okay, no intrinsic. Tragic. You got for me. You got holdover for me. Holdover's tricky. Holdover is very tricky here. Because what do you hold over? You hold over Holdover Wicklash is the initial idea, yeah? But I think it is the idea, but I don't know. So you play... I'm gonna do Holdover Wicklash, but it's kind of messy. Kind of scary. It's like, if I don't draw at turn 1, it's not good, so why'd I give it a -1? Great question. Should probably have given it an intrinsic, but... not gonna pay to remove anything else. What do you got for me? Press the button? Sure, sure. A buff effect, a heal effect, or a damage effect? I will go for the buff effect. Hold, descend, descend. These are bad. Give me money here. Yeah, plus an attack 20 gold. Sure. Card's fine. And yeah, I'm really just looking for intrinsic on this run right now. Armor 15 on Hidden Assault. I'm a little afraid, but I'm not that afraid. I think especially with the +5, I'm not that afraid. I better play it safe. I'm 14 HP. Yeah, definitely I should play it safe. Yeah. I probably would have died if I did that. Oh. Blink. Oh, we drew Wax and Spike turn 1, which is really good too, because it kills Primordium. Like, I just need to draw a card turn 1 that... No, it doesn't, because it gives Burnout 4 now. Oh, fuck. The buff to Wax and the Spike made it worse for me. Ah, shit. Alright. That's a shame. So, what do we do instead here? I don't know. I think it's just a position where we hope for... I mean, I'm gonna put Burnout on Primordium, yeah. I mean, we just hope for Cannibalize. It's weird, my Reform Primordium run is having trouble not in the ways I expected it to. Having trouble getting Primordium to die. Should have buffed Primordium with old magic too before I killed him. Oh well. God, that Blink turn 1 was pretty big. Give me the money. Yeah, I'll take the Hollow Drippings too. Okay, so Danger Wave is coming up. You have to be aware. Have to be aware. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. This wave can kill me. Very important to note that. How do I get around it? Don't worry, I got a few ideas here. So option A is to just let Primordium soak up Rage here. What's my Reform idea here? It's like, if I hold over the Wicklash, I draw 5 of 8. If I bottom both primitive molds, I still draw Mind Collapse then, right? If I draw 5 of these cards, okay, so there's a very small subset. No, there isn't. So here's your worst possible case. If I play Wicklash not on Primordium, I can draw Deadweight, Excavation Eruption, Blink, Blink, Wicklash, and then other Wicklash. No primitive mold to bring back Primordium, and no Mind Collapse to kill the guy in the middle, and I can't play Excavation Eruption because this Ember Drain gets carried over to the Paraffin Enforcer. What are the odds that that happens? They're not very high, but if that happens, I will get very upset, and I'm not gonna let that happen. I should have blinked first, but, you know. Should have blinked first, but we all knew what the blink outcome was gonna be, right? Like, you're not surprised by the blink outcome. Sure, we would have been fine, right? It was not a risk, but I'm not about to fuck around and find out. I'm happy. I'm having a nice day. I don't need Monster Train to ruin it. There's a guaranteed survival line here, and I'm gonna follow it. Because even this is a position where even though the odds of dying to that are exponentially low, they're not 0, so you may as well remove them. Like, there's no reason to leave that possible death in there. You may, because I have a 276 × 2. I crush the Relentless. He has no chance. I don't even know who it is, but I don't care. Yeah, self-made RP, whatever. More like self-made C and heck, buddy. That wasn't my greatest burn, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I get real zingers, but that was not a zinger. I'm not. It's satirical. Don't leave me a comment telling me I'm unfunny. I know. That's the bit. That is the joke. Thank you. Anyway, yeah. So like, even though it wouldn't have come to pass, there's like 1 run out of 300 where you die there, right? I don't know the exact odds of drawing an exact 5 out of 8 like that, but It's fine to just play around it. Ember Catch is like this is a crazy card with refracting lenses, especially into the Seraph as well. Very good pickup. Yeah, it's a card represents 20 health back. I do like picking up something like Fatal Melting here. Just something to ease the pain. I'm gonna go ahead and hit right. Light Skip? Is this good or bad? I mean, it's fine, right? It's fine. I don't have to get hit for any reason. We'll grab our second Paraffin Enforcer as well. I think I do want this artifact. Sketches. This is a Sinner's Salve angle ahead of Seraph the Diligent, and then I probably can take double draw with that hit on Sinner's Salve. Almost biffed this run on floor 4, but I think we should have it from this position out. But it was a little closer than it needed to be. It was a little frightening. I did not draw my burnout card turn 1. Drew it turn 2. I drew Cannibalize as well. Yeah, I drew Cannibalize as well. Don't forget the Cannibalize there. Okay. Whiplash this buddy. I'm gonna eat Primordium. Yeah, the holdover Whiplash is also good because it lets me juggle and keep these Paraffin Enforcers alive. Please give me Stalwart Snack so I can play this game without having to think as much. That's all I want at this point. Just a little Stalwart Snack. I am going to play Hollow Drippings first this time. I do want Primordium denied. Hollow Drippings goes first. Make sure we get our money as well. Do not add morsels to the reform. Oh, am I still on? Dude, I'm on Ultra. My bad. Didn't feel like didn't feel like it was that crazy, but it was noticeable enough where I went, oh hey, this doesn't feel right. I think really used to just play on that speed. Switching to Super Ultra was definitely the right move. I had a good reason for playing on regular Ultra, but I've mostly moved past that. Yeah, Refracting Lenses has basically full healed me too, which is nice. Telling you this relic is ridiculous. They could cut this thing in half and it would still be busto. Yeah, I have this Primordium too. Like, my scaling has been slow somehow because I should be putting the Whiplash here. My scaling's been slower because I have been missing out on Primordium, and it's still about to just skyrocket. We were already really big. Double Paraffin Enforcer. It's double Paraffin Enforcer, but with crazy survival from Primordium, yeah. How much is that? 564? Damn. That's quite a bit. What's his base? 182? Maybe like a casual 196 rage. Not too bad. I'm not gonna end turn through this because I'd like to cap my health off if I could. So I should make sure I play cards. Should stop playing the holdover as well. Give myself the odds of pulling my consumes. Didn't hit it. That's alright. That's a lot of damage. A Remnant Pact lets me put Endless on Primordium potentially. Yeah, that's kind of good. Yeah, that's kind of good. Yeah, that's kind of good. I just keep saying that. Weird though. I'm gonna do it. I'm kind of good. I do feel double draw now that I got Sinner's Salve as well. Help me fight the curses in the other way. Magic or steel? What do you feel here? Definitely not steel. But unless I want the removals, but I don't. We can go right. I'm gonna go over a little bit on pack shards here. I didn't plan this run out. I was lazy. So no intrinsic from my... What I wanted on? Whiplash, yeah. Whiplash, yeah. But the big reveal is coming up. Hold fast. The big reveal is coming up for you. No. How could you do this to me? Monster Train said easily. Longhorn's Tome, Wildwood Tome, Unnamed Tome. I mean, Longhorn's Tome is nutty. Or terrible. Probably terrible. But it could be nutty. In a perfect world where everything lines up, like, Longhorn's Tome is the sort of card I would play if I could play this game in sandbox mode here. Like, in sandbox mode, Longhorn's Tome is ridiculous. If I draw everything perfectly, but that's not always going to happen. I think I'm going to leave this, because I do need to think about my density. This is the classic problem of, I don't have a guarantee for killing Primordium, but I need Primordium to die, right? And since I don't have the guarantee, I want to thin the deck out so that I can hit one of the answers to killing Primordium or saving Primordium in Remnant Pact, right? Turn 1 Wicklash or, I mean, it's just Cannibalize, right? And then, alternatively, I could just throw Primordium on a lower floor. I don't know why I haven't been doing that. You're probably screaming at your screen, just put Primordium on a lower floor and let him die. Yeah, true. Good point. I don't know why I didn't do that. It just didn't occur to me. It just dawned on me, actually. Just kill him yourself. Just put him away. I don't have to do this with spells. I can do it myself. It's not a problem. You're right. I wouldn't want to hold anything over. I guess you could do it on Engulfed in Smoke, but we're so survivable. Need this. I don't need any of this held over. I think it's actually bad for it, too. Put a -1 here and a +20 consume out. Alright, let's get it. Yeah, I'm not afraid of Fire Wings here. Yeah, really, really strong point that I didn't consider up until now. It's like, it's messy though too, because now I can, if I do just kill Primordium, it slows my scaling down a little bit. I can still see it being bad. Also, he doesn't die for a few rounds here, presently. Tough call. I think I'm just gonna play both Paraffin Enforcers up here with Primordium and call it a day. Primordium can just contribute 12 damage shield, and if that's all Primordium does, that's plenty. Paraffin Enforcer. Go Wicklash on Primordium here. Yeah. If Primordium doesn't die, too bad. It is in fact too bad here. Yeah, that's what we call too bad. But we got the holdover Wicklash, so it's fine. We're gonna scale enough damage anyway. Double Paraffin Enforcer with self-infuse. And they have enough burnout thanks to Primordium plus I picked the burnout card. Pretty happy either way. Yeah, that guy went from like 60 × 2 to 200 × 2 on that turn, so sadly we drew Endless too late. But we have the holdover Wicklash, so we can stay in stasis assuming I never draw another Wicklash, which I have 2 others in terms of burnout. And we have Wax and Spike. Like, from this position, I have plenty. Plenty of options. I just gotta make sure I grab the money. I mean, it's not even plenty of options, right? It's just, we have plenty. This is enough. And I guess I could be worried about damage taken, but we have Light's Gift for that. There's nothing to worry about. Right? There's nothing to worry about. I can't actually imagine a way that this one goes away from me at this point. I think that I am stressing a 1 run. I think this run is an overt. I think this run is overtly a success. I don't think that's an actual terminology that I can use. I don't think that makes sense. I think that this run is a W. The end. I mean, that was trial, take, everything. Void Binding, probably not. Skip here. I didn't think about my pathing. I think it's left. I'm gonna go left. The end. It's gonna take the money, I'm not worried about it. None of these make any sense. Combustible Wax is interesting too. I mean, it just gives me enough burnout to never die, but it removes one of my options for killing Primordium, which is a turn 1 Wicklash draw. I'll have to think about it. Clover. I really just don't want it. I think I'm ready. I guess I could hold over Primitive Mold, but it doesn't seem that good. I can't remove much though. I'm gonna go into Diligent with like 930 gold here. Because I'm worried about removing too many spells. I think we're at a comfortable number. Yeah, give me a second Whiplash. I'll take Trader's Quill, I'll take Boon of the Blacksmith. I could probably remove the other plank and be fine. I think Combustible Wax is bad. I think it hurts me. It's an interesting idea, but I think it's... because it just makes it harder to kill Primordium. So, I'm gonna skip it. I'm gonna get rid of Excavation Eruption. I can't play this as a card that I sacrifice anyway, because I won't be able to play anything else on the turn with it that I would want to hold on to, so I'll get rid of it. Maybe I just play it as a good card, but again, you're kind of stressing details that don't matter at this point, I feel. Maybe I'm wrong, but... Ugh. Wax and Spike's not a bad turn one, though. I'm sure you play a consume spell first. Wait, they're all consume spells? Yeah, wait a minute, they all consume. I'm gonna play this and just give Primordium the +8. It also gives plenty of burnout to the Paraffin Enforcer to let him live. I will be just eating curse turns, but the curse that I eat doesn't matter. Okay. Curse doesn't matter because... Oh, because no, curse doesn't matter because of Sinner's Up. That's it. I was like trying to transition into the next thought, which is these enemies don't matter because they die to Light Skip, but they also die to Trader's Quill, but they also die to ... Like, they all die. Everything dies. It's a slaughter out here. And we're in a position where I'm pretty sure I could just end my turn. I'm gonna play the Whiplash to keep my boys alive, but like, I think I could just end my turn. We'll see how big of a number we can get. In this run, this is a good run, but this isn't the best this run could have been. Because I did not get my... we're putting Whiplash onto Primordium if you don't mind. I should have played this in the other order, it's fine. I didn't get aggressive edible though. Imagine this, but I get to stack this rage for 8 turns on Primordium before he has to die. Pretty good, right? Yeah, it's really good actually. You can have your daily Whiplash rations, Mr. Backline Killer. That's all this Paraffin Enforcer here does. We had to do some... I did do some real trickery to survive, and thinking back now, if I hadn't done that trickery in Combat 1 to live, or to save that 6 damage, I actually would have died. Now that I think about it. Every little bit counts sometimes. A lot of runs, I just kind of make dumb... it's not even a mistake if you miss that. That's a hard one to find. You gotta get real creative with that damage we saved, but... You know, at the end of the day, I found that line, and it definitely saved the run. Because I dropped a 4. And it saved me 6 when I did that. With the... what was it? It was play a Morsel Whiplash it to get at the rage from Paraffin Enforcer. It felt very big brain. Whatever it was, I was like, damn, that felt extremely smart. I feel as though I am a big genius after that. But, you know. Am I a big genius? Absolutely. 100% yes. Not a question. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else, but then I was just thinking about how big of a genius I am. Oh yeah. I mean, I guess I could have played this combat or this run differently by thinking a little more, or being a little more cautious of the multi-strike party boy combat, but I was playing fast and loose. The Primordium that's sitting on 176 health or 176 attack base on Primordium there. That's a 1761 Paraffin Enforcer, very large number. Extreme neuron activation. Been bumping my desk a lot on accident. I'm not even doing anything. I just keep moving my chair very slightly and bumping the desk. If you're hearing that, I apologize. Hopefully the mic arm absorbs most of it, but hard to say. Yo, we drew Whiplash turn 1. Cool. That's great. This gets Primordium out of the eat pool and into the dead pool quickly. Not that dead pool, different dead pool. Oh, and then I put a morsel in the dead pool. What are you doing? Can't do that. Yeah, these morsels I'm about to draw are just unplayable. Can't do this. I can't play them. I also, maybe I should just play Hollow Drippings here. Ah, yeah. I fucked this turn up. 100% I fucked this turn up. I needed to eat Primordium and Hollow Drippings. You know, in spite of fucking this turn up, I'm just gonna not care. I've played this out extremely poorly, but my brain is completely off. I just hit anyway. At the end of the day, there's no justice, and this game is bullshit. But like, man, my brain is off for the remainder of the run. I'm sorry. I did 3,400 damage to Seraph in a single round. I don't feel threatened currently. I have to think about like hit density. I need to make sure I don't let an enemy, like let a 5th enemy on a floor die, but otherwise this is super over. It's like, it's very over. I'm not even gonna bother playing the morsels. It's just not worth my time. I don't want to, so I'm not gonna do it. It's not worth the brain capacity for me to click on the morsel. Yeah, truly. Oh wait, and then I let this guy die. How do you die? Oh yeah, I actually can't stop that. Can I? Can I stop that? No. Okay, so that's something I have to think about. There is something to do on this run. Cool. I have to not let that guy die. I should just stealth, basically. I've been skipping the stealth for one reason or another. What's the reason? I didn't... Oh yeah, there is a reason why I've been skipping the stealth, but I realize now it's a dumb reason. The reason I've been skipping the stealth is because I didn't want these units to be hitting Primordium, but that doesn't happen. Why would they hit Primordium? Okay, so the way that it would work is if you stealth... This is the calculation that I made entirely in my mind, like, without mentioning it to you, and for that I apologize. But the way that it would work is, if I stealth everything, Primordium would put extra stealth on the front unit, and assuming I don't have enough stealth to hit everyone, which I don't, I believe, the front unit ends up with more stealth, but he's the tanky one, so I would be leaving a lot of damage on the, or a lot of damage to go to weaker units, more or less, is how it would work. Okay, that's fine. This is becoming a hit density problem where I don't have enough attacks to kill all my enemies. And it's because I let it's Shade Lamp, dude. It's actually just Shade Lamp. I can't play these morsels because then they flood my reform pool and I can't get my man back. But like, they're filling me up, and I'm gonna get clapped maybe. Perhaps I have found the losing idea here. I don't think so, because eventually I'm just gonna draw primitive mold and be fine. But you fucker. Eventually I'm gonna draw primitive mold and be fine. I said. There you go. There he is. He's back, baby. 1250, 1250. I actually want... I'm gonna put this guy behind Primordium. Yeah, so that he kills the 2 one-hit enemies in the back. And now I think because this wave goes into Relentless with Primordium, or with Divinity. What the fuck? Sure. Yeah, my deck's just filling up. Shade Lamp, it's a dangerous route I like to take for this exact reason, right? Yeah, it goes into Relentless here. So, it wasn't like, we weren't in range of losing, but I was lose adjacent on this run, I would say. I was close to losing this one, but not really. I just had to, like, it was never close to losing this run. It was, I had to make sure that I looked at the screen for a little bit towards the mid-game there. But, you know. What are you gonna do? The mid-game of this fight, I should say. And I guess the mid-game of the run overall. I did almost drop the run, but nah. Would never happen. Yeah, for once in my life, I looked and found a line to save damage, and it mattered. What a world. Ooh, I'm almost out of disk space. This video almost didn't make it. Holy moly. I gotta go clear some disk space after this. Well, anyway. Nothing else to really say about this run. Thanks for watching, I guess, is what I could say. I could say that. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.